And here's your lineup for the first heat event for the late models this evening.
Starting on the pole will be John Sunday, followed by Tom Barkley in the 18B, Chris Byers in the 15, Scott McCann in the 75, Johnny Ebersol in the 78, followed by Scott Richwine, Gene Wrightstone, and Jimmy Shuttlesworth, our current point leader. Oh, 3 abreast there. Car number 18, Barkley, getting out against the outside retaining wall as the 15 of Byers was against the inside retaining wall.
Tom Barkley really tried to spin that car down on the outside.
Tonight, the Willis Cole Memorial. The race fans, if they had a t-shirt on, they got $2 off the admission price. All the proceeds going to the special trust fund set up for the Willis Cole Memorial. And Johnny Ebersol is out front with a huge lead. Running third is Chris Byers. Second is Scott McCann in the 75. There you see our race leader in just 2 short laps. He's built up a half a straightaway advantage.
Ebersol heads out to the second, third down the back stretch. He's got McCann in the 75 running in the second spot. The 15 of Chris Byers is in third. We will have 3 heats this evening in late models. 5 will qualify from each of these 3 heats. 4 will be handicapped to the front. Running in the 4th spot right now on the track is the 18B of Tom Barkley, and he just got undercut by the Dukes of Richwine. And here comes the 91 of Shuttlesworth, the current point leader.
Jimmy Shuttlesworth, with this win last Saturday night, he was able to take over the point lead once again from Mark Billett. He and Mark Billett have been handing that point lead back and forth all season long. It's been a tremendous battle here for the limited late model division. That's something we haven't seen in recent years here. Usually a driver's gone out and dominated like Jimmy Shuttlesworth or Carl Billett or Jimmy Bernheisel, some of the past drivers that have won the championship. Usually they've taken the lead early in the season and carried it on the whole season.
The 8 of John Sunday into the pits. He's out of commission.
Our race leader continues to be Ebersol. Running second is Scott McCann. Chris Byers trying to close in on him, but Scott McCann able to hold him off thus far in this first heat event for the limited late model division. Running fourth is Scott Richwine. Fifth is the 91 of Jimmy Shuttlesworth. 5 to qualify, but only the top 4 will be handicapped.
Ebersol heads down the back stretch. He's going into the third. He brings it out of 4, comes down to the 2-lap signal. Johnny Ebersol, car number 70, the leader in this, the first heat event of the evening here at Super Speedweek.
Ebersol had a really good start. If you remember, they got bunched up at the beginning of that race, and he darted right down the middle and took the lead. He has led every lap from the drop of the green, and he's looking for his 3rd heat win of the season. 1 lap to go.
In the 2nd spot on the white flag, the 75 of Scotty McCann. Following him in 3rd, Chris Byers in 15th.
Running 4th is the 2 of Richwine, and 5th is the 91 of Shuttlesworth. There's really no battle out there on the track for any position.
There's your winner, the 78, Johnny Ebersol.
Finishing second will be the 75 of Scott McCann. 3rd will go to Chris Byers.
Here at Silver Springs Speedway, and this evening when they get to the feature, it will be a 25-lap feature with extra money on the line, extra purse money going in, with this being the Willis Cole Memorial Night here at Silver Springs Speedway. Your lineup for the second heat event: on the pole, Tracy Springer in car number 45, Russ Shoup on the outside of the front row in the 11S. The second row, Barry Howard in the 17, Matt Costa in the 61. Row 3, Dave Magilton in the 2M, Mark Kropp in the 7K. In row 4, Dave Eitner in the 71, Charlie Cope in the 116, and rounding out the field, the 5, Rick Barr.
Rick Barr making his return. He'd actually only run 1 race here at Silver Springs Speedway. That was the very first week, and he finished 2nd in that race. He did pick up a heat win on opening day here for the limited late models, and he's back in action tonight. He had been running down at Hagerstown Speedway and doing quite well from what I understand, finishing in top 5 several times down there. Did not pick up a win, but Hagerstown, that's one of the toughest tracks in the country to run on a weekly schedule for late models. And Bob mentioned the extra purse being added for the drivers for the Willis Cole Memorial. And this here benefits everybody, the race drivers, the race fans. They get a reduced admission. Also, the trust fund for Willis Cole. I mean, it just benefits everybody.
And the only thing that we're not getting a benefit of tonight, Dave, is the air.
That's right.
In fact, I'm right now looking through perspiration on my glasses again. Oh, man, what a hot one we have tonight.
Yes, it is. I tell you, last night at Williams Grove Speedway, we had a good crowd, but it looks like the heat has kept some of the fans away tonight here at Silver Spring Speedway. And the green flag is out here for heat number 2. Russ Shoup jumps out to the early lead, followed by the 61 Acosta. Barry Howard goes around Springer for third position. Tracy Springer, car number 45. And Springer and Howard make some contact. Springer able to keep it going so far, but he gets in that mud. Once you get down in that mud, it's hard to get out of there. So the caution flag is out for car number 45, Tracy Springer.
Caution flag comes out for the first time tonight for the 45 of Tracy Springer, our original pole sitter, sitting sideways on the inside of 4. That wasn't his fault. Howard came down.
We have one lap into the record book. 9 laps remain. Out on the point, Russ Shoup in the 11S.
Matt Costa running second into 61, followed by Barry Howard, Mark Kropp, and Charlie Cope. And one driver missing from tonight is the man who was sitting third in points, Rich Eichelberger. Just as Rich Eichelberger was starting to close in on the top 2 drivers in this division, he misses a week because last week, I understand, his car was totaled. Russ Shoup gets a little out of shape. Matt Costa goes underneath him down the front stretch.
And Shoup comes right back on the inside, retakes the lead out of the second turn down the back stretch.
And Mark Kropp now moving up into 4th position, trying to get underneath Howard for that 3rd spot. Barry Howard, caution flag is out for Tracy Springer down in corner number 2, bringing out the caution flag once again.
Sitting sideways between turns 1 and 2. Two laps have been complete.
Well, Tracy Springer had to be taken into the pits on a hook there. Apparently the problem's a little more terminal than what we thought.
Dave Eitner was having some problems also, Dave. He was sitting up here in the 4th turn area when that yellow flag was out. I'm not sure whether he's starting to have mechanical problems or not.
He had some words with the officials. I don't know if he had a problem with the scoring or if he's having problems with the car, but Eitner at the tail end of the pack, he's going to have to pass several cars just to gain a qualifying spot. Only 5 to qualify. Right now it's Matt Costa leading the way, followed by Russ Shoup, Barry Howard, Mark Kropp, and Charlie Cope.
Charlie Cope has the 2M tilt on him right now as they come down and around into the 1st and 2nd turn. The Jilt trying to close in. He'd like to move into a qualifying spot, but Charlie Cope has a different thought. He's going to try and move up, close the gap on the 7M.
And Dave Eitner, he is having mechanical problems because he has pulled car number 71 off into the pit area. So
Kropp and Cope got together in 1 and 2, but Mark Kropp able to pull it back in and reel it in. He's still holding the 4th.
Dave Magilton right behind him for that battle for the final qualifying spot, and also Rick Barr sitting back there, car number 5. Running second, Russ Shoup, 3rd, Barry Howard. Dave Magilton looking to the inside of Charlie Cope that time as they came off corner number 4. Charlie Cope, car number 116, currently riding in that 5th spot, but he's feeling the pressure from Dave Magilton.
Cope coming around. He's going to still keep the pressure on. Magilton is right behind him, down into 1 and 2. Magilton tries to duck down to the inside. They come out of the 2nd turn, head down the back stretch. Charlie starts to put a few feet between them.
That's the same move that Magilton has been trying off of corner number 4, but that time off corner number 2 was the closest he had gotten.
Mark Kropp in the 7K now pulls up along the inside of the 17 of Barry Howard, out of 2 down to backstretch.
That's for 3rd and 4th position. Mark Kropp currently running 4th. Barry Howard trying to hold him off, but this time Mark Kropp with a very good angle coming off the corner. Barry Howard was a little out of shape, and that gave Kropp the advantage as he was able to go underneath him.
Coming around this time to the checker flag, your leader out of the 4th turn to the checker, car number 61, Matt Costa.
Followed by Russ Shoup in the 11S, Mark Kropp in the 7K, Barry Howard in the 17, and Charlie Cope able to hold on to that 5th and final qualifying spot. Limited late model. Starting on the pole, Dave Sokolowski in car number 11. Starting 2nd in the 38, Randy Schaefer. Starting 4th in car number 6, Mark Jordan. Starting 4th in the 4, Dallas Wenrick. Starting 5th in the 0, Larry Baer. Carl Graves was scheduled to start 6th, but he has scratched that car, so starting 6th will be Todd Bayshore in the 29. And starting 7th, currently 2nd in the points, and our leading feature winner here at Silver Spring Speedway, Mark Billett. Carl Graves was out for the hot lap sessions, but apparently having some problems with car number 9 and unable to make the start here for this 3rd heat event. Dallas Wenrick with a very good start. He's up to 2nd spot. Running 1st is the 38 of Randy Schaefer, a rookie here in the limited late model division, former street stock driver.
29 of Bayshore, who started in the 6th spot, has moved up now into 2nd as they get down the backstretch. Bayshore now tries to close in on Schaefer as they head into 3 and 4. The 4 of Wenrick is still running in 3rd and 4th.
And Bayshore now challenging for the lead. Car number 29 as they come off corner number 2. They're side by side down the backstretch.
It's Jordan in that 6th car, Mark Jordan, who's running in the 4th spot. And in the Rocket Pizza car, the 0, Larry Baer, the 5th and final qualifier right now on the track.
And Mark Billett is challenging him for that last qualifying spot. Only 5 to qualify. Billett looks to the inside of Larry Baer. Larry Baer able to hold him off, though. Larry Baer, that's a gentleman that's drove just about anything that has wheels. He used to drive a Super Sportsman. He's driven a Thunder car down in Susquehanna. Driven the limited late models here at Silver Spring along with the Super Sportsman.
Dallas Wenrick got a push in it down the 2nd turn, gave up a spot.
Mark Jordan now up to 3rd. Randy Schaefer still runs 2nd in car number 38. And Bayshore has opened up to a full straightaway advantage as he comes off corner number 4. He's our race leader, but the battle for 2nd right now. Mark Jordan, car number 6. He picked up his first heat win last Saturday night here.
Larry Baer socked in on the backside of Wenrick coming down the front chute, but now they go down the backstretch, and Mark Billett holds up in front of him.
And Mark Jordan, Schaefer made contact along with the 4 of Wenrick. 4 cars making contact, but only one of them stopping, and that's the current point leader, Mark Billett, car number 27, as he comes to a stop in corner number 3.
Top rank for the 27, a victim of circumstances. Several cars making contact in front of him. Billett having nowhere to go. Each of our 3 divisions every week.
Again, a point leader in trouble. We saw that last night at Williams Grove so often. And tonight it's starting all over here at Silver Spring.
Well, Mark Billett currently 2nd in the points, but he's only a stone's throw away from the lead. He's only 45 points out of the lead, so he can make that up in one night. So tough break for Mark Billett. He's going to have to run the consolation event. Jimmy Shuttlesworth already qualified for the feature. Todd Bayshore looking for his first heat win here in 1995, and he had a huge lead wiped out, but with the drop of the green, he had a very good lead, and once again, he pulls away from the 2nd place car of 38, Randy Schaefer.
Bayshore wasting no time in putting distance between he and the 2nd place car. Randy Schaefer in the 38 is running 2nd. In 3rd is Mark Jordan in the 6th. Now a duel for 4th. Dallas Wenrick and the 0 of Larry Baer.
And of these 7 cars still running, only 6 cars running, only 1 will not qualify. Right now, the car not running in the qualifying spot is the 11 of Sokolowski.
Bayshore's got to come around out of 4. He's well out in front of the field. The 29 of Bayshore takes the checker flag in the win. Here comes your second place car, the 38, Randy Schaefer. Finishing in third, the 6, Mark Jordan. In fourth, the 4, Dallas Wenrick. And in the 5th and final qualifying spot, the 0, Larry Bear.